And we are joined by head coach Mykul Haun. Coach, thank you for joining us as always.
Thank you for having me.
Crazy second period, probably not what you were expecting to see after the first. What can be said? What were you saying in that timeout?
Yeah, we just need to make sure that we keep bringing it. I think quicker shifts, making smarter plays with the puck. A lot of individual play there where, we're trying to avoid that. We want to do a team-first mentality, get shots to the net. We're trying to do a lot of one-on-ones and try to do it ourselves, and we really need a team-first effort.
Defensively, kind of been a little bit of a struggle breaking out of your zone. What can be done to clean up your play in your own half?
They do a really good job of basically kind of trapping you in the zone with the forecheck that they run. They have a couple different options that they run off of it. And so it's something that we've only seen maybe once this season, and that was actually last night. So I thought we'd be able to adjust to it pretty well, but we haven't yet. We do a lot of reverses and a lot of D-to-D stuff, and that kind of takes away from that. So what we're used to is what we can't really go to right now. So we got to look for some more indirects. Got to look for some more possession plays where we maybe eat it a little bit and get some support from our centers and our other players.
Helmbrecht's playing really well right now for UNE and Nat. How are you going to defeat her in the third period?
Yeah, she comes out, she challenges a lot, so, she sees the first shot really well. We haven't done a great job of trying to get too many shots to get deflections, working on side plays, getting her to commit to a shot, go down to the butterfly, work it left to right, opposed to going straight at her. And I think that once we start doing that, we'll be putting some pucks in the net here in the third period. I'm not really too worried. A little bit more upset maybe with the lack of effort and the lack of focus. Something we really talked about playing on a back-to-back game on a weekend. Short time in between both of them, but that's what it's about. That's what we have to do. We come back and regroup, and I'm really excited for the third period. Speaking
about that focus a little bit, Coach, can you attribute that to some of the changing in the lines? How do you think these new line matchups have been working so far today?
They've done okay. I think, it's hard. We really haven't had too many lines that have kind of emerged, and so we're still in the filling out process even this late in the season because of some injuries and, losing Taylor Jackson like I talked about earlier in the pregame, and, you lose kind of a key component there. And although she wasn't a high scorer for us, she filled a really big role for us, and we're trying to have some other players fill that and, maybe playing above your pay grade a little bit. But, we'll settle down in the third period, and we'll try to find the right mix and the right, the right lineup for us to get successful here.
Lastly, Coach, heading into the third period, what are you going to say in the locker room to get the girls refocused?
Really we just got to come in and not be too stressed out. It's part of my job to get them a little bit more motivated, so I did, and I don't have to really do too much more. They're going to try to figure it out on their own. I guarantee you they're in the locker room, and the captains and leaders right now are giving them an earful about how we can play and how this third period can be ours, and I'll come in and talk a little more strategy and not really hamper on the lack of effort and maybe the lack of plays that we've had, because I don't want to be too negative. We got to be positive for this third period.
Well, Coach, thank you very much. After a crazy second period, best of luck in the third.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.